it's something that I absolutely wanted. Like, I wanted to have that experience where I can't hide, I can't run, I can't control, and I have to surrender to the people who are there to help me and absolutely like let my guard down and let those changes happen. For someone like me who, I'm a licensed therapist, I've been in therapy, you know, starting at like age 19, and tried all kinds of different things, was always looking for something to cut through the layers and get to the roots, because therapy wasn't getting to the roots.
Significant amounts of patterns of thought that were binding and destructive and scary, and I wasn't sure what to do with them. There was a lot of pain and emotional paralyzation, and the clearing and the clarity of mind that came from understanding that memories are not real anymore was huge for me.
My life was turned upside down. My whole pastoral career was coming to an end. I realized that much of my thinking processes were wrong, and the work I was doing wasn't working in my career.
How did you used to feel something like that? Very insecure, not trusting myself, regardless. It's not about accomplishments. It's not about what I did. Regardless of what I did and what I accomplished, it was never enough. I was never good enough. Even if for other people they would tell me, oh my God, you've done so many great things, you did this and that and that, I couldn't see it.
So how severe was the pain before we began the session?
It's been that way for years. It can't be any worse. It's intolerable.
Right.
It's intolerable. So pain meds 24 hours a day.
So after the session, how much is your pain level reduced? Or has
I
it
could only
reduced?
feel the little place in my hips. That was the only place I could feel it. The pain in my back was gone.
And was that usual?
Oh no.
That it's like reprogramming the brain and really getting to the roots. It's like, you know, reprogramming a computer and changing the operating system completely, and you know, cleaning out the garbage and like planting a beautiful garden in there. That's like the best way that I can describe it.
Enabled me to reprogram my brain in a very fast way.
Having two people work on you simultaneously, and the voices crossing all these patterns and interrupting them, and then let it go, and it's like they just go away and they're gone. And so that was the most significant.
I had a lot of shit, and just being able to get rid of it, it's a huge accomplishment. I am not exaggerating saying that this really changed my life.
Then they started working on me, and this whole dome is what it was like over me, just began to crack, to fracture, and it just imploded. And it's like something so major shifted in my mind, in my attitude, and I didn't know what it was.
I really didn't have a concept of the future at all before. I couldn't see. It was like, first stop the pain, and then we'll see if I'm still having life left in me. And then once that was addressed and the stress came off the pain, and I could see a future without pain because I wasn't in pain. You guys were very good at pulling out of me the things that I enjoyed and putting them into some kind of a concept of the future that I had not done myself. And so I was able to start visualizing, enjoying the future, which I had none of that before. So you guys gave me a future. I have a future now.
And the other realization is that at the end, Dave came to a conclusion of listening to all my unconscious words, listening to how I process things, and you came to the understanding by listening to me was that my core drive, my core motivation was that things be right, be pure, be whole, be clean, and that made me cry. It was just like, wow, the real me just came bubbling up.
It felt like a mental colonic, like things just moved out of my head.
One thread that went through that I thought was easy to explain was the fact that my problem with my back and the stiffness in my back, and the fact that I thought it was too hard for me to be able to fix it myself. Went back to an early memory you guys found where I was sitting in church on a very hard pew, and my grandmother goes, "Don't you dare move!" And immediately after that, like you said, it's too hard. I went, it is too hard. The pew is too hard. And after that, that seemed to be the first and possibly a series of events that caused my body to not want to move and to stiffen up and stay stiff and be in pain. So I think that's a good example of, I think, how a memory can very specifically be created and put in your body and affect you, a good 55 years later.
How is it different? Well, I think my personal hope and expectation was I just wanted it all raked out, and I think I got what I was asking for. Yeah.
Those changes are permanent and they are lasting, and it's a process that you need to be committed to if you really want lasting changes and want to continue to move forward, to find joy, to find peace.
And it's amazing, like the difference.
My attitude toward my wife began to change, and our relationship became better than it ever had.
And now, I feel like there's nothing I cannot do. Nothing I cannot do, and this is priceless. And it's not about what you can do. It's about that state of mind.
Well, now I see myself getting out of bed for several hours a day.
I mean, I can walk now, I can bend, I can go up and down. I couldn't do it before. My blood pressure is maintained, my heart rate is steady, and I'm starting to be able to work for like an hour at a time without having an increased heart rate. It used to be 10 seconds, and I had to sit down, would have heart, chest pain, blood pressure go up. So my whole physical being is changing by basically changing my mind.
I'm more real, I feel more me.
Like, my brain just got cleared out of a lot of stuff that I haven't known another way to be able to do it, and it has helped one-on-one sessions.
That created a major shift in my whole attitude and my thinking. It kind of shattered a whole persona that I've been living in for 30 years of my life. And so much so I didn't even know who I was. I didn't know what I was going to be. And people started calling me Pastor David again, and it felt awkward because something had shifted. And this great fear that I was going to run from God and lose my call. The opposite has happened. My relationship with Jesus has intensified. My relationship with my wife has become even more beautiful. And I've had more people contact me and ask me about their true spirituality than I did in the many years in pastoring.
Yes, with you guys. The David Kim Crossfire is probably the top of the game in terms of healing modalities that I know of, and I know of a lot of them. So you guys are the top of the game in the world as far as I'm concerned.
So would you recommend it, a crossfire session with anyone else?
Yes. Yes.
If you're ready to be free, truly free, and know how to learn how to have the tools to have joy, not just some platitude of reading a nice book, but the actual tools of being free in your spirit and in your mind, Dave and Kim can do that for you. And I really mean that.
And I would totally recommend that anybody who wants to, who really is committed to changing and really committed to healing and letting go of their stuff, to book a session and get this physical experience as to what it's like, because it's unlike any other process that I've experienced before.
If you recognize yourself in me, like, or bits of pieces of what I said, you just need to reach out. Some things you cannot do by yourself. You can do many things by yourself, but it's good to reach out and seek for help. And there is no better place to go and no better people to reach out for than Kim and Dave.
Oh yeah, definitely it works. It works whether you believe in it or not.
How do you know?
Because I didn't really believe I could heal. I did anyway.
Whatever it is, and whatever it means to you, because you know what it means, it's your shit, you'll get rid of it, and you will be helped. And not only that, you will be helped, you will be guided with love and trust and confidence, and you will feel supported every step of the way.
Because it works, you're gentle, you're thorough, you come out of there safe, which doesn't always happen. You're out of the session, you're out of trance at the end of the session, and you're taken care of the entire time. Plus, I felt like you guys went to a lot of extra effort for me, which made me feel very special and taken care of. So, you know, it just feels like you guys go the extra mile.
Laughing. Like, humor for me is the best trance breaker. And both of you guys were able to throw stuff in that would just get me out of where I was and like on the floor at times, laughing. And I can even crack jokes now about the things that that we tapped on. Yeah.
I'm very grateful for Dave and Kim and their dedication to this and their ability to crossfire, because it has drastically impacted my life. It was a moment of a life change, and my whole world crumbled, and then it got rebuilt. And I am so excited about what I am, who I am, and what I'm doing today. And I would recommend anyone that's at that place where you're just struggling, you had a lot of sessions, you've been worked on, and it's like there's just something that's not giving, get these guys to crossfire on you, because they really are the big dogs in the industry.